It's been a while since I had a Cubot device for a review. Today, here's a Cubot Note 20 Pro with 6GB of RAM, 128GB of storage, and with the price of $120. It seems like a good deal to me. Let's dive into details. Cubot likes to keep things simple. You'll get a black box with the company logo and the device name engraved on it. The phone comes wrapped in a silicone case, and there are the charger, USB Type-C, a SIM needle, and warranty in the box too. There's a volume rocker on the right with a power button under it. The headphones jack is on the top, and at the bottom there's a microphone and a speaker with USB Type-C in between. Buying an inexpensive device usually means you'll end up with smaller screen size. Cubot decided to do something different, so the Note 20 Pro brings a large 6.5-inch screen. The HD Plus resolution is not something you would expect from a 2020 device, but considering the price, that decision is understandable. And because of that, don't expect to see it clearly under the sunlight. Keep in mind that the display doesn't have protection of any kind. MediaTek Helio P60 is a Note 20 Pro's powerhouse. It's a solid chipset and an ideal choice for a budget device. It will deliver good performance in everyday use, and it is also capable to run simple games without lags. The most surprising feature of this handset is its 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, an almost unthinkable amount within this price segment. If that's not enough, there's an expandable micro SD card slot. You just need to remove the back cover and insert it right between the two nano SIM slots. Another surprise is not a pleasant one. Note 20 Pro doesn't have a fingerprint sensor. That's a cost reduction measure because Cubot needed some cuts to be made. But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to take considering the amount of RAM and storage. The audio is average at best. If you are accustomed to listening to music with your smartphone like I am, it would be best to use headphones. Cubot Note 20 Pro comes with a quad camera setup on its back, but there's a catch. Helio P60 supports just a dual camera setup. So let's check what's really going on in a Note 20 Pro's camera department. The primary sensor is a well-known one. Sony IMX486 is a proven 12-megapixel shooter seen on devices like Xiaomi Mi 8 II. The depth sensor is Sony IMX350 with 20 megapixels, and that's about it. There's a third 0.megapixel sensor there as a photosensitive lens, which in theory should allow more light in darkened conditions. But I don't see how that's possible here considering the chipset, the sensor size, and lens quality. Let's swing back from marketing tricks to picture quality. Daily taken images are really good. The focus and shutter speed is a little slow, but I'm happy with most of the pictures I took in the great outdoors. The camera is capable of taking full HD videos, but there's no image stabilization whatsoever. The 8-megapixel selfie camera on the front is okay too, provided you're taking photos for social media. I have expected a mediocre sensor at best, but ended up with probably the best camera among cheap smartphones. If you're looking for a device on a budget with a capable camera, I strongly recommend the Note 20 Pro. With the Note 20 Pro comes Android 10 with the latest security patch. It's a stock Android with pre-installed Google apps like Gmail, YouTube, Chrome and Maps. Android 10 brings gestures when going through the menu, so it's possible to use it instead of a classic navigation bar at the bottom of the screen. I recommend using this feature because it's not only easy to learn, but you'll get some extra screen too. Note 20 Pro supports NFC, a feature that's common among mid-rangers and high-end devices, but non-existent in a budget segment. It's a great thing to have if you're using Google Pay or similar service. The battery reaches 4200 mAh and it will easily reach 2 full days of modest use. The phone comes with a regular 5-watt charger without fast charging support, so the charging lasts about 2.5 hours. I have mentioned the possibility of removing the back cover. In that way, you can even replace the battery. As you can see, the Note 20 Pro uses the same battery as the Note 20, another Cubot model. Cubot has updated expectations from a budget phone to another level. It deserves praise not just for its 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, but there's also an NFC, good battery, big screen, a capable camera and a sleek design. If you're looking for this type of device, go for a Cubot Note 20 Pro.